Good evening, everyone. Happy Monday evening. I'm your host, Johnson McGain, and I played Hunter on Hey Hunter and Saja on Block. And welcome back to this episode, the last two episodes this week of the mid season, and I'll talk about that tomorrow. Um, of South John Black Mirror from Madness. Tonight we're going to discuss season 2, episode 22. Let's be jolly for Miss Pyramid. And then season 8, episode 69. Santa is delivering your pyramid. So let's begin with season 2, episode 22. Let's be jolly for Miss Pyramid. So it starts out a normal day, a normal Monday. He gets breakfast. And then he goes to the gym. Um, and um, he delivers his pyramid to the members, and some of the members are complaining. And this is the last one for the semester, I believe, before of 8th grade. So some of the members complain, but he's saying, "Let's be jolly for Miss Pyramid here." Um, they're not very jolly today. And then they go to Breakfast Club, Savage Club, whatever you want to call it, to see the Brotherhood 2.0. They do their pyramid, and they're a little bit more joy to this pyramid because it's tis the season. But they chit chat with Erica about the weekend, and they chit chat with the other Brotherhood members. They do eat breakfast, they do some activities, do some games, do some Christmas activities, fun stuff. Um, that's it. And then they go to first period, then go to arts with Miss Hendricks. They are working on this lesson, and then they have an assignment. And then he goes to reading with Miss Warnock. Which they are just finishing up their book here. They're like literally finishing up today. So today's the last day of the book. Um, and then um, um, and then they have like an activity. Then he goes to third period, which is Miss Cornell, which is pre-algebra. It's stressful. They have their bell working, and they have a lesson, and then they have a stressful exit ticket, but he gets through it. And then he goes to lunch, and today is Chinese chicken and egg rolls. It's his favorite day. He sees all his Brotherhood members. They do the pyramid, and they're not so jolly. Caden's not so jolly. Jared's not so jolly to Miss Pyramid, but hey, it's my pyramid. It's my way. It's the highway, or the highway. But they eat lunch, they chit-chat at the weekend, they chit-chat, they just have some fun. They finish eating, then they go to study hall, which we don't see. And then he goes to Miss Fairchild. With science, they just have bell work and then like a lesson, and that's pretty much it. They don't have an assignment today, other than the bell work. And then he goes to choir, which they are um, didn't which they're just watching like I think they already done their program. Let me check where we're at. I know Friday we discussed the Christmas program, which was amazing. Terrific. On the schedule. Yeah, the day before they did the concert. So today they're just doing watching a Christmas movie. They're just having a chill period, which is nice, a stay hall period, and just watching a Christmas movie. Oh, but before they do that, they discuss the choir concert, which they said it was a good job, uh, and they get their grades for it. Hunter got like a A, which is nice. So yeah. But after that, he goes to chaotic civics, with Mr. Wild Winwich. They just have a lesson. And then resource Hunter just does his math assignment with Erica, Jennifer, Kayla, and the new girl Hannah, which we'll discuss later on, and we discussed before. And then the bell rings, and that's it. So, in season 8, episode 69, Santa is delivering your pyramid. So, in this episode, is the last pyramid of semester 1 of 11th grade. We're now in 11th grade. So, in the morning, Hunter is dressed up like Santa. He is the Santa. He's delivering the pyramid to the members, and some of them we're on the naughtiest and getting cool, and some of them are on the nicest and are high in the pyramid and are getting like gold and stuff, which is good for them. But he does his pyramid, and then he goes, says bye to mom. He gets on the bus, and then he gets to school. He gets breakfast real quickly, and then he has to go to the Heartland bus. Oh no, no, uh, not this week. They don't have Heartland this week, so I forgot. Well, he does his pyramid, as Santa, and then actually Hunter and Mom then go to this cafe for breakfast, which is nice. They have some eggs and stuff. And then actually Hunter has like this meeting that he has at school. So they have to go to school, and this is just a meeting that Hunter has to do. And he has a meeting, and it's a good report. It was a good meeting. And then he goes, then, I'm trying to think. Then I think he goes to the library for a little bit because he has no Heartland, and that's where all the Heartland people go, is to the library. To the library. And he just chills, watches TikTok, listens to Taylor Swift in the library. He taught him and the librarian are friends, so that he chit chats with her. But they just hang out for the time being, and then they go to study hall, which we don't see, and then he goes to lunch, which is normal. He chit chats with the Brotherhood, and he eats lunch. Then he chit chat about the weekend that they had. They chit chat. He delivers Santa the pyramid, and some of them are happy, some of them are not. But it's much better. But anyway, but they just enjoy lunch, and then he goes to science with Mr. Miller, Mr. Mindock, and Mr. Miller, who's the student teacher. They just have a bell work, and then they have a lesson, and that's pretty much it. And then he goes to Algebra 2, Mr. Stevens. I think there's a sub or something today. It's a chill period. Nothing going on. And plus, it's the last couple of days of school before Christmas break. And then, resources is a chill period, because a study period for finals, like final tests and stuff. So he just studies for his algebra final and some other final exams. Because he's now in high school, and he does have finals at the end of the semester. And then he goes to U.S. history, wild language, and they've been working the last couple days prior to on a final essay, which is kind of stressful, but he's getting through it. He just works on the final essay until the bell rings, and then the bell rings at 3:30, and he goes on the bus, and he gets home, and that is it for this episode. And this is it for Marathon Mana. See you tomorrow for the final episode of season 12.1. And we'll have 12.5. We're at the halfway point of season 12. And I'll tell you more about it tomorrow night. But thank you for watching. Have a marvelous Monday night. May God bless and protect each and every one of you. And I'll see you here Tuesday night for another episode of Essential Vlog Marathon Madness. Bye.